Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The National Center for Statistics and Information due to carry out a public opinion poll on consumer confidence tomorrow. The second scientific program for children diseases discusses latest developments in thalassemia and children nutrition. And a lecture on the topic of establishing self-censorship of employees is held in the Governorate of the FAR. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The works of public opinion poll on consumer confidence will start tomorrow. They are carried out by the National Center for Statistics and Information for the second time during the current year. The poll will take the opinion of 1,200 citizens whose age is about 18 years old by phone about their financial and economic situations of their families and their abilities and desire in spending and investing. Latest developments in thalassemia and children nutrition were discussed by the Second Children Diseases Scientific Program. It was organized by Omani Pediatric Society, Sultan Qaboos University Hospital, Ministry of Health, Oman Medical Association and Oman Medical Specialty Board. Many pediatrics physicians and specialists from various health establishments in the Sultanate took part in the gathering. A number of scientific lectures were delivered on various topics such as ophthalmology, children learning problems and skin diseases. The program was a great opportunity for the participants to exchange expertise in the field of pediatrics. Within the framework of establishing self-censorship of the employees, a lecture titled "My Country Uplift My Values" organized in the Governorate of Dhahira. The meeting, which gathered both governmental and domestic employees, included lectures and discussions in the importance of self-censorship. Motive at the work considered that values were ethical commitment made by the employees responsible for the work. In continuation of its approach to simplify procedures for job seekers to find a suitable job as per their qualifications, the Ministry of Civil Service resumes the conducting of written tests for applicants for the government vacancies. More than 380 male and female citizens from various wilayas of South Sharqiya Governorate competed to occupy various vacancies. The tests were conducted at the College of Applied Sciences in the wilaya of Sur. Still to come in our news bulletin. Salala Beach Marathon is held with participation of citizens of the Governorate of the FAR and residing communities. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. France has seen an increasing number of Japanese chefs open high-end haute cuisine restaurants where they create hybrid colorful meals that delight the taste buds. More details in the following report.
Frog legs are one of French cuisine's best-kept secrets, as are getting pigeon dishes just right. And yet two Japanese chefs have the art of French cuisine down to a T. In the 5th district of Paris, near the Seine, Atsushi has been at the stove for little more than a month. This 34-year-old chef trained under none other than the triple Michelin-starred Pierre Gagnère. It was clear that his career would lead him to France.
In Paris, there are a lot of people who understand culinary culture, which I like. And there are a lot of people and tourists coming through.
And indeed, his newly opened restaurant is already almost constantly booked out. On the menu, French-inspired creations that blur the boundaries of food and art.
I like to use colors, red with beets, a beet dessert with raspberries, red with black for contrast, and I also love using charcoal.
Coal to make chips, but also to give an extra je ne sais quoi to his meat. This may help him win his first Michelin star, a long-standing dream. One that the chef Kai Kobayashi also shared. He won his first star just 1 year after opening his establishment in Paris. His culinary journey started in the southern region of Provence before moving to Alsace and learning from greats like Gilles Goujon and Alain Ducasse.
What is French cuisine? For me, it's about regions. Alsace, for instance, or Languedoc-Roussillon, or Brittany. And the cuisine is very different, with various tastes and ways of working and the quality of products.
Kai may be from the French school, but he incorporates his own background too.
My signature? Well, I'm Japanese, so I pay great attention to cooking times, to detail, and I use a lot of fish, shellfish, seafood and lots of vegetables.
The result is a refreshing blend, likely to earn him a second star from Michelin. Kai and Atsushi are not the only ones to break into French cuisine. According to the Michelin Guide, there are over 20 starred Japanese chefs working in France.
The Sultan's private school held a ceremony to mark the graduation of students holders of international bachelor degree for this year under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Abdulmunim bin Mansour Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. The ceremony included speeches delivered by the chief guest as well as students and administration of the school, presentation of poems and distribution of certificates to the graduating students. Salalah Beach Marathon, organized by Oman Athletics Association and Salalah Hilton Resort, was held with participation of citizens of the Governorate of Dhofar and residing communities. The marathon witnessed a strong competition between the participants through 3 stages: 10 and 5 kilometers and 1 kilometer for kids. It also included some activities for families and children. At the end of the race, the chief guest presented the gifts to the first toppers.
Today has been a really good day. There's been lots of people here running the 3 distances on this first beach challenge. It's hot, but really good fun.
Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with possibility of dust-raising winds in the Governorate of Dhahira and Brahmi. Winds along the areas overlooking Sea of Oman will be northerly to light moderate, while along the rest of the Sultanate it will be southerly to southwesterly light to moderate. Seas along the coast of the Governorates of South Sharqiya will be rough with a maximum wave height of 3.5 meters, while it will be moderate to rough along the southeastern coast with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The National Centre for Statistics and Information due to carry out a public opinion poll on consumer confidence tomorrow. The second scientific program for children diseases discusses latest developments in thalassemia and children nutrition. And a lecture on the topic of establishing self-censorship of employees is held in the Governorate of Adahira. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.